Hi, y'all. Let me not make myself little. How are you doing this evening, everybody? Welcome to Room Full of Blurs. I am your guest. I guess I'm your host, Lady Mandalore, also known as Room Full of Blurs. And tonight, a little bit of a change up in the programming. Still two special guests. One of them being the lovely Whoop-de-frickin-do. Hi, hon. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm still sitting here with the tiny carriage, trying to make it through this weekend. Little mother-daughter bonding.
Aww. Wait, you got a whole kid? Oh, no, that's you. My bad. I apologize.
There's the tiny carriage.
Oh, huh? Oh, there's a baby dog. There's a baby dog.
Help me.
The slipper chewer.
Yes.
And now for our change in programming, Navy Montel unfortunately is doing his best at judging these tournaments all across the country and is not able to be with us tonight because time. So, gentleman that has been kind enough to step in knows mostly more things than me about Ninja Turtles. Defy TV. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, last minute sub. I love it.
Yeah, put me in, coach.
Yay! Time to play. Okay, so, all right. Whoopty, did you finish chapter 2?
Of course I did.
Of course you did. Tafari, are you prepared to school us in the ways of the ninja?
Sure.
All right. Let me get this shit started. Okay. Full. Let me get my banners together. I apologize. Oh shit. Hold on. Yeah. This is for her, and then this is for him, because they're people too. I actually wanted to start off tonight with something that hopefully won't get blocked or copywritten. Tafari was kind enough to actually send this to me, and I wanted to share it with you all. It is a fan-made Last Ronin animated movie, short. Yeah, short.
It's a fan animation, yeah.
Yeah, and it's I'm gonna say legendary levels of animation in this piece. I'm gonna show it to y'all right now. Have a look.
I knew this was a suicide mission. I need to end it. On my terms. For my family. For honor.
Don't gotta do this.
Quiet! No more talking. We were always so different. So much alike. I miss my brothers so much. And I miss my father more than anything else. I wanted to make him proud. But they're all gone now. In the end, too little, too late. Story of my life. I'm sorry, Father. I failed. Please forgive me. Focus.
You guys don't wake him up soon? I'm eating the last bagel.
Hey, Sleeping Beauty. Wake up. We got things to do.
All right. Dude, that shit was, it's I go back and I watch it every once in a while because I cannot imagine how he put this together, or with whose money he did it with, because the studios I don't know why they can't do this.
Because they don't care.
I mean, is it they don't care? They don't know any better? Is it both? Is it both? It could be both.
It could be both of them.
It could be both.
If the movie or the game cutscenes aren't on that level, I don't want it.
Right.
Hire this man.
There's no reason why God. And see, okay, this is why I'm so nervous about them doing this movie. They're not going to do this. And this was light work. This is CG. This is completely CGI. I don't know if they're going to actually use a real person in the movie like they did with the 90s Turtles, which would be kind of cool, but also time consuming and exhausting and dangerous at the same time. But I just, based on who's producing it, I have very little faith in what's going to be put out, which I'm really sorry. I want to have faith, but you know, when you've been done wrong so many times,
I'm going to lean on the side of hopeful.
I'm trying. I swear to God, I'm trying.
Between a movie and a game, I'm hoping one of them get it right, because this was just a passion project. We didn't have either announced. He just randomly put this out.
I did not. How I don't even remember how long ago this was. What was this last year? He put it out.
This was like a year. I want to say either around the end or right after the end of the comic. He put this out, and then I want to say like 8 months later we got a game announcement, and then we just got to move it. So this was just out there just because.
That's insane. That's insane. Yeah, no, they don't. I don't understand. How can you be greedy and not passionate? Because if you love your money this much, I would assume that you would want to actually put this type of level of quality out. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the fuck into this shit, because I've been reading this and trying to hold back. That's you're damn right. Then make what people will buy. Anyway, they don't know how to. Anyway, let me not go off on my tangent. Anyway, all right, here we are. I've been trying to not read ahead. It's very hard. Pray for me. But here we are, chapter 2 of The Last Ronin. This artwork is give me some, please, by all means. As usual, story is by Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, and Tom Waltz. The art is actually by I can never say this name every time I see it. Assault? Is it Assault? What she said? Yep. Mm-hmm. And Isaac Escorza, and the colors are by Luis Delgado. So, hi Chad, how are you? I see y'all over in Instagram land. Artwork colors are exceptional. I love it. Anyway, all right. Chapter 2. This is called First to Fall.
Mm-hmm.
Nauseous. I didn't know I forgot who was gonna actually go first.
But it makes sense.
Of course, it sets the whole thing off. So, all right, y'all, here we go. We wake up. April is waking up with us and just laying in bed, contemplating life, wondering she should have coffee or Jack Daniels, I'm assuming, first thing in the morning. Because your girl has definitely seen some shit. Little haggard around the eyes. How you wake up on tears? How you wake up crying? That's it's a little painful. It's a little painful. Goes to show what your girl's been through. Said New York City. So we immediately flash back into time. Ooh, let it go. What did we do? Put that away. What we doing? God damn it. Banners. Immediately flash back to some better times. Here we see April and Casey Jones, the star-crossed lovers that they are, basically having a celebration dinner, about to tell the bros and Papa Rat Splinter some good news. They are engaged. And, mutants are going to do what they're going to do. They're running a little bit late, which is, it's not out of the ordinary for them. However, Raph comes in bloodied to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately says they got ambushed, knocking everything off the table. I'm like, dude, why are you so... Immediately when I first saw this, I'm like, dude, why are you so mad? Who just comes in here and just throws everything on the floor? Like, that's not how we treat your house when we have emergencies, sir. Why you got to do for us? And then next panel, Splinter tapped fully, bleeding out. They poked the juice out of the boy. Yeah. I'm like, all right, well, he's not. I swear to God, I keep thinking nobody's gonna die. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What are we here for? That's not what happens in this cartoon. It's not a cartoon. Comic. God. Exactly. Same. Very much the same, April. Struggling to wake up with what I'm assuming is a migraine. I sympathize currently. And I noticed something almost immediately about the panel, there's a lack of symmetry, if you will. I'm like, wait, the fuck? Wait a minute. They didn't forget. That's amazing. How you fuck up the panel like that? I don't understand. All right, no, all right. We'll get back to that later. Splinter, man down on the table. Foot Clan attacks them in the sewers as they're on their way to April and Casey's house. Raph, rightfully so, is 18 levels of pissed. He is on go. It's all about action from my guy. And of course, the turtles are more concerned about Splinter's health currently, which, rightfully goddamn so. However, as they're trying to strategize how to get this man some medical attention, your boy dips. He dips. He's like, nah, it's I'm ready. Let's go do this. We're gonna settle. We gotta settle this once and for all. We had a whole truce going. Ain't nobody touched you. Why are you touching my mans and them? We were cool for how long? Actually, Tafari, do you know? I don't know if I can ask this question or not. Do you know if they talk in any of the comics about this truce outside of this book?
We somewhat get to it in the 4th issue, but they basically keep trying to make a truce and then violate it under different leadership. So I believe before this, Shredder had a truce and then called it off, and that's what got him killed. And now we have whoever's in charge right now, which you'll see in a bit, and they reneged on the truce. And for some reason, we just don't learn.
I mean, for what? It's more. I guess it's more fun to draw blood than to just chill with drinks in your hand and robbing banks. Because I'm pretty sure that's all they actually did. They didn't really. They were just leaders of the gang, the Foot Clan.
Yeah, and for the most part, the truce is just they don't cross paths, and then for no reason, the turtles just get jumped every time, unwarranted.
Unwarranted. We just trying to live peaceful, quiet life. We just want to live underground. We don't even ask for daylight or anything. That's normal for turtles too.
In this panel, this is one of the few times Raph manages to do anything quietly after flinging this woman's whole turkey onto the floor.
Sir, you gonna pick this up before you leave out this house. At the very least, pick the shit up and put it in the trash on your way out the door, all silent like. You could at least do that. So, all right, we all know Raph's about to start some shit. Let's get into it. Hey, Creative Theory, what's going on, Bubba? All right. Take a brief pause. Going back to present time. April is still trying to get the fuck up out of bed. I understand fully. I promise. I am not about getting up out of bed myself at all.
Not at
all. But lo and behold, she lost an arm and a goddamn leg in order to get this place. I don't understand why. Where did it go?
It's the bad for me.
New York is I believe it. I believe it costs that much. Yes. However, she got the what is it? Iron Man 3000s on. I'm not mad at her. I'm highly impressed. And I can't remember, is this April the April that had a father at the lab, or is this the April that was just a reporter? I think this is the April whose dad worked at the lab that made the mutagen for the turtles.
I don't remember her full backstory in this one. I just know that she is they kind of jumped to them being year-long established friends already. Whereas I think she at least has friends with a technical hookup at the least.
I think so. I don't remember who the friend was. I think this is because it's IDW. I think this is the April whose dad worked at the lab that Shredder had originally. I'm pretty sure. I have to double check my notes, but I think this is her. It makes more sense to have all the tech stuff. It's easier for her to come by, especially in this dystopian New York City nightmare that she's currently living in. Easier for her to get supplies. But let's go on to slide number 9 because this is fucking depressing. Where's Casey? Where's Casey? Casey is not at the lair. And by the way that she's talking to that hockey mask, he's no longer on this plane of existence either, which trash. Very trash. God. And so immediately I'm thinking, like, the fuck happened? Anybody want to share? Tell any tales? Nothing, not at all. We just gonna talk to the hockey mask. You dissociating too. At least she's not hearing voices.
Yet.
Yet. Poor baby. So we then still in the present, trying to remember all the panels for this comic. Still in the present, we go back to Mikey. He's making himself a spot of tea for him and his brothers.
Yeah.
A little creepy. What'd you say, honey?
Lulu is strong.
Psychosis? The psychoco? Psychoco is strong. And they are having a whole conversation. I really wonder if he's got to hear each of their voices, which is another level of.
Yeah, when they talk, you notice they each kind of keep their personality and they still have their young turtle face.
Right. He's the only one with the old turtle face.
Oh, that makes me very sad.
Like even if you read the mental stuff in like the first issue, you can kind of tell who's saying what, even though they're off screen.
I couldn't tell. So, all right. So on this panel, I couldn't really tell who was who. I couldn't tell between Donatello and Leonardo. I know that Donnie's being spoke to, but I don't know. I think it's Leonardo that's talking to Donnie in those last two bubbles. As New York's behind me. But I can't tell. Yeah. In the last two bubbles. But I know Raph is so it's got to be Leo's got to be the bottom, and then Donnie's the middle.
Raph is definitely the last one because this is his issue, and that sounds like something he would say.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be because he flipped out and well.
I'm on the bottom right. At least I didn't try to.
On the bottom right. Yeah. That's definitely Raph because he'd be reckless at the fucking mouth.
I think the second one might be Leo.
I think so.
Or Donnie, because he says I don't know Donnie. So
I think that one's Leo. I'm pretty
on the right side, top to bottom. That is Raph, Donnie, and then I think Leo is the two in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the bottom one's Raph.
Yeah. Still fucking wild. Okay. So I think they're also basically going over, I guess, the last moment with the last turtle. So whoever dies last is with Michelangelo, and I guess talking about the explosion, which is going to happen in a couple of books, I'm going to assume. I got a little bit confused on this one. I couldn't tell if they were talking about the explosion that just happened with Raph, or if it was the explosion that happened way in the past. It feels like it was something in the past, but then they move into the more recent one. I couldn't tell. I can't tell.
I think they were talking about the explosions at the failed Foot Castle attempt.
Okay.
And they're trying to it's all his memory, but they're trying to piece it together as if there was 4 of them there.
Yeah, trying to make sense of it. Okay, that tracks. So, as usual, Raph pushes the magic button and causes Mikey to lose it and throw a tea kettle across the goddamn room. Now, what was interesting to me, threw the kettle, but it's back on the pot. It's back on the stove. Unscathed, still blowing. So did he dissociate on top of him having these conversations with it? Boy, my boy. I think so too. I think so too. Wow, that is terrifying. to let a mutant turtle sleep in your house underground and have mental breaks. Because if April got up a little bit too soon, I'm going to assume she would have gotten clocked in the face with that teapot. Potentially. All right. Michelangelo brings it back to reality, finishes making the cup of tea for all 4 of his siblings still, and takes it down a notch. But now we're going to jump back to the past. Ooh. After we reseal our brotherly bond to kill a hope. So, my ninja. I love Raph. Raph is my okay. Raph is my favorite.
Oh.
And as I was cleaning my room, I think last week, I found this little thing. I don't know if anybody can see me or anything like that. Hold on, let me see if I can make myself bigger. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do, but here we are. Boop. That. I wanted to show that. Got a little tiki cup. It's for my future shots. He's cute. He's very cute. Okay, back. I want to do some more. I hate my. Ooh, look at that. Okay, there we go. Raph is out. He is on the prowl. He's about to get his revenge instantly. So he goes into the subways where Leonardo said that he just fended the last of the Foot Clan off. And he said that they were pretty much headed back towards the docks, perhaps. Apparently, turtles have a really great sense of smell. Track the blood. One of the Foot Clan people meant. I really don't want to call them clansmen. Yeah, let's call them footmen. Thank you. Hi, believe it or not, how you doing, honey? Okay, follows them all the way back to their, I guess, debriefing meeting with Big Mama Oroku. Oh my God, Oroku. Yes, Karai. Thank you. Or yes, also in my mind, known as Karen. She's very unhappy with their attempts at finishing off the turtles and their master Splinter, and basically says, fuck it, it's up. Everybody, they're gonna catch it. It's on site. I don't care who finds them, but this feud needs to end. It's been going on for 2 generations. Fuck them. So, in the background, your boy taking them out like a champ, one by one, just basketball palming. Oh, all right, chill, popping in to say hi, hello, about to drive out. All right, boo boo, thank you for stopping by. Believe it or not, go buy their stuff. Go to their website, go to their Instagram. Believe it or not, with like a not KNOT1. They got good stuff. But Raphael taking these dudes out. He's like, I'm here for it. Y'all think y'all ninjas. Y'all don't know nothing. Snapping necks, not taking names. Get to the major panel. He's like, okay, I took out enough of y'all. I'm about to go ham. Flips in, cool ninja style. Takes out the rest of the clan. He left, right, up, down, right bumper, left bumper, A, B, B. Press, select, press, start. Wipes them all out. Karai's up next. She's like, oh, you thought that you were doing big things? That's small time for me. I need my next level up to take this motherfucker out. What y'all doing? Y'all ain't doing your job. Raphael's like, all right, cool. It's just another Tuesday for me. Bang.
Right.
Flipping motherfuckers, stabbing. Like the blood and gore in this scene it's not that bad. I expected a little bit more, but I guess they gotta.
I guess for Turtle Book, it's more than enough.
It is. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's not guts on the floor. You know what? It's not invincible levels,
Right.
which I don't think we don't need to go that far. Don't need to go that far. He's taking them out. Send some more. All right, that's 100 more. Let's do them. Bodies hit the floor. Gone. Now Karai is up next. This whole Karen. I have several questions about this fight, but we'll get into it. She jumps down like she's Deadpool. No, Elektra. My bad. Out of
yes, exactly like her.
That's kind of what she looked like this entire run.
Right? I'm like, why are you? How? You know what? It makes sense because this whole thing was supposed to be a bite off of Marvel and a bunch of their runs. So them biting off of Elektra, which she did not really get enough play. She doesn't get enough play. We'll talk about her in another issue. Maybe we'll do a run on her next time because this is about to wrap up real quick. I'm going to put up another vote, y'all, to see what comic y'all want to read next. I think I want to talk about Elektra.
I ain't gonna stop you.
I know who. Who? But here we are. Karai jumps down, super badass, lady ninja style, going at it.
I can't.
We are currently on whoop that trick time. Raphael is not holding back. You want to be a ninja? You a ninja. You not a lady. You a ninja. And I'm gonna take your ass to class. Let's go, ho. Taking blow for blow. She's holding him back. She's going at him, hitting him with the super. I don't even know who sword. I'm gonna call it a super sword. Where is that?
Well, they traded weapons because she has his stuck in her arm and hers is stuck right beneath his shell.
Yeah. You can see
so in that last panel where they hit each other, they both stabbed each other. Raph just was able to take it and get a kick in.
Oh, I couldn't. I swear to God,
if you look at his shell, he blocked most of the arrows and it's not really doing much damage.
Right.
They got a few cuts in, but she went right between the shell and his skin. He went right into her good arm.
God damn, that's a bad bitch. I hate her so much.
So,
oh my God.
Yeah, so right there is where they traded blows, basically.
Yeah, okay, I see the sigh in her arm now. I was not paying it. I was reading way hard. I was not looking at the pictures at all. Oh, damn, man down, turtle down. Okay. So we still on whoop that trick because he's like, I ain't feel it. So you missed.
This is the part that kind of bothered me a little bit. Home field advantage.
Okay, look. Hear me out. Where's my shit? Hold on. I'm trying to find the right thing. Take that out. Oh, God damn it. I hate these shit. There's too many buttons. Okay. In the water. She's clearly a human. She cannot breathe. Right. He is a turtle. They're built for this, correct?
Yes.
All you had to do? All he had to do was hold on and sink. He didn't have to move. Just bear hug that hole and.
I keep looking at the panels trying to figure out where she pulled the kunai from.
It's his. Look at her hand. Look at his leg and look at her hand. She's taking. That's his.
Okay, no, we are analyzing the fuck out of this goddamn.
Yeah,
panel.
if you go back, he has it. Go back.
Okay, one more.
It's one of his like leg weapons that he has, like in case he loses his side.
I see it. I see it. Where she jumps down and says, "Yes, we will." The kunai is clearly on his leg.
Right there.
Oh, it ain't shit.
I completely. Like, where the fuck did that come from?
What? What?
I totally missed that.
I didn't see it. It's so wrong.
And at the end of the day, his rage was his undoing because his own weapon.
Oh, nigga. Why? I don't
Thing
like
about it is
it.
that considering how his personality type, it's on brand. It's on
Yeah.
brand.
It is. He is literally his worst enemy. He's literally his own enemy. Oh, I'm so bad. I don't even want to. All right.
I mean,
Well,
I read the whole thing and I kept going, where did that shit come from? I'm looking, and I missed that one panel.
When I tell you I spent 10 minutes, I used the computer to zoom in. I zoomed in on the damn book. I could not find it. I could not find it at all. Well, trading blows underwater. God damn it, fucking Raph.
Yep.
Jesus. Underwater. He's getting damn near brain bashed in with his own goddamn weapon. He sees it coming. He's got the one side he's got left out. He's about to hit. He's about to hit. And then she hits too. But she hits bigger. And there ain't no mistaking that's a gunk. Ugh. And yeah. Turtle down. Fatality. Electra wins.
And somehow she survived that.
How?
And I can't tell if they were surface level or if they swam in to get her because you see the hands reaching in the water. You see the hands reaching in the water to pull her out.
I couldn't tell if it was like a situation where her hands were like this or.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, what's going on?
That's the Foot Clan reaching that's the Foot reaching to pull her out.
I think that might be the sun.
Either way, she's still got 1,000 ninjas up there. It's just that's them pulling her out, which is why the Psy is the last thing he sees because she didn't fall with him.
Right. God fucking.
Well, usually you would think a Psy to the spine would do it, but
right.
And, I mean,
to the back.
All right, biology thoughts. If you hit the right spots in the spine, quadriplegic. Definitely. Collapsed lung. Absolutely.
Right. At least.
But if she can't take in all of that water, technically speaking, she's just a little brain dead.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like she was drowning on top of making that last move, and then he made sure it was sideways when he hit her. Something like that. It had to be bone on top of at least one or both lungs hit.
Right. Looking at the side, at least.
I mean, because that the side it should come straight through your entire body. So, especially if you a skinny hoe like that hoe, she definitely did something. What is it? The 1,000-year blood war between this family. That's the only thing that's keeping her alive, in my opinion. So we lose Raph. We cut back to the present. Mikey is
up and about, and I'm also noticing there aren't 4 cups on the table. Right.
So definitely
he going through it.
That's fine. I mean, as long as things aren't manifesting in reality, it's good.
Well, they are for him, I guess.
He's
full-blown conversations. He's throwing kettles that don't move. He's pouring tea for 4 people.
Where's Pops, by the way? I still don't. Where's Splinter? He has not shown up.
I have a theory on that. So far, I've been forcing myself not to read ahead. Okay?
Do you want to wait till the end?
No, it pertains to Splinter himself in this situation with his delusions.
Okay.
Splinter would be too much of a voice of reason. We'll probably tell him, sit down, take a breath, think about what you're doing, think about the other people who are currently alive that would be affected by what you're doing. Because I don't see Splinter being like, yeah, go get him. I don't see it.
But okay. But all right, well, Okay, let me get through this, and I'm coming right back because all right. April and Michelangelo doing a quick catch up. Not really. Just basically explaining how yeah, she lost the arm and her leg, and he's making it weird. just a little bit. But she seems okay with it. She's managed to dissociate quite well, having lost two limbs and becoming, I guess, kind of like a bionic woman in a sense. Yeah,
Cyborg.
it's a little cyborgy, just 20%. I think that's that's a good 20%, right? April is just really glad that he's not dead. Also, but she's still great at whipping up omelets, which is that's got to be awkward. Like I mean, I know it's a robot hand, but you can't feel it. But you still, the right hand is still whipping it up. It's got to be a little awkward, but she's still good at it. I approve very much of how she's handling life down in the sewers with no sunlight and only an arm and a leg. Let me see. There is. Hold on. Where did I go? I am so sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get my whole panels together. So, I think there's a great. It's a parallel or not a parallel. A saying. In order to get through life, you have to break a few eggs. That is currently what she's doing. And also, life finds a way. And that's where we get the introduction of Casey. Not Casey Jones, though. Casey Marie Jones. So, through all of this death and destruction and vengeance, love and life has managed to still bloom in the city of New York, in the dystopian Manhattan that is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle universe. So we get lovely Casey, who was the girl that was in the purple steampunk cap thing in the first issue. And she's,
He stole her bike.
Of all the people in all of New York City,
ride the bike just like her dad. So destiny.
Correct. Oh, and where's his hair? Where's her hair like his too? Poor baby. So yeah, we have her. And it's good to see that something survived out of all of this. And it's little Miss Casey. It was kind of a little badass. She got a little flair. She got a little flair. They all sit down, have a little talk, have a little breakfast, and then we're thrust back into the middle of the Foot Clan headquarters. Yeah. Haruto can kind of, he's annoying. He's annoying. He's annoying, but he all right. Make mistakes every once in a while. But he got a little Keanu going on with him, taking on challenges from his poor footmen, which is weird. Like, don't fight the dudes that are supposed to protect you.
Yeah, what's
like,
what's
the point of that? That seems counterproductive.
What happened to the 20 guys we got last week? Oh, the head guy beat him up just a little bit. We need 20 more.
Yeah, just go out in the street. Somebody needs food and lodging and clothing. We provide all of that here. You might be part cyborg by the time and all of this is done, but you can still come in. Yeah, have a seat. So we find out that they still don't know where Michelangelo is. They're very disappointed. We have a new, I guess, head foot soldier since the last one let him go, and yeah, he takes care of things that don't please him very well. And we get a glimpse into what happened to the last guy.
Right.
Gross. Oh, my bad. um,
Right.
yeah, I feel like crows eating meat is
Carrion is not.
it's not. It's very is that's unhygienic. And you just letting them sit in your house like this is, aside from the stench and the bacteria and the bird smell, this doesn't seem like it would instill a lot of confidence in the rest of your goons.
That
If you
and killing the one person who can actually land a hit on you.
what are he does not need to be in power. I mean, that's very clear. I'm glad he hasn't had any problems up until now. But if he is that a wagon? Where?
Hey, on ow,
Stop.
ow, on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, but
Either decapitated or 2 panels ago when somebody got their throat slit.
yeah. Ooh, yeah, that was no, that wasn't. That was the what's
Go
his
back
face?
one page.
Yeah.
So when he hits him with the stick
Mhm.
on the top right.
Oh yes, the knife, the swoosh.
So
Oh.
good shot. You managed to land a hit on me. And now I'm just gonna pull out a blade.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
and just kill you because I don't
Isn't
need
this-
anybody taking over my place too.
But this is what you wanted. Come on, try and hit me. Try and hit me. Oh, you hit me?
He two-pieced him, hit him with the pole, and then backslash with the slit to the neck.
Like, dude, and now who's gonna clean that up? You feeding them the birds that?
The rest of them who survived, I guess, can clean it up.
Ugh, poor guys. This is
When
he
you
makes
stand in the back and just go like this and pretend you're hitting things. And just look like you're breathing heavy. You don't want no parts of this.
no, not at all. Not at all. All right. Oh, the turtle. Oh God, Michelangelo's safe still. We go back to breakfast. Everybody's cleaning up. Casey is very subtly trying to figure out how she can get more information out of Michelangelo for historical purposes, for training purposes. They take a tour back down memory lane and end up back in the lair where Michelangelo and the rest of the turtles and Splinter used to train, sleep, eat, live, da 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 da. So we also get Casey telling Mike, "Hey, yo, my guy, what was with you trying to make yourself shish kebab like down in the basement in the sewers? That's not you're not supposed to do that." But I won't tell nobody if you teach me how to do all this shit. She is way too calm about this entire situation. I don't think there are any other mutants that are out and about right now. I feel like it's she's giving this. She's giving a little bit of Kill Bill, and she should know a little bit better. I don't know who else is teaching her. I know that April is kind of good in a fight, but who's teaching you the rest of this stuff? Who's teaching you Bushido? Who's teaching you Kenpo? What? You're not getting all this out of one book. There's no way. There's no way you're getting all this out of one book. I kind of wanted to get an expansion on her. Hey, show yo. I really wish they did a book on her. I don't know how far it would go, but I would be really curious. I haven't read to the end of the book, so please don't spoil it to me. I kind of want to see her and Hiroto. maybe a little bit. Turn to the light side or something. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it would be cool. Let me see. Okay, so she's not telling mom. She's not gonna tell anybody. But we get to see that Mike, who's the heart of this entire series universe, brought a little bit of joy to April's eyes. Hey, Maddie, thank you. Oh Lord, everybody that's coming on, I appreciate y'all for coming in on the Instagram side. YouTube is a little bit better. If you want to interact, but thanks for showing up. We have on the next panel, Casey going through Splinter's book. It's giving some life lessons. Where have you? And she basically asks for his backstory. Like, where have you been? It's been, I don't even know how old she is. I feel like she might be 16-ish.
15 or 16. I want to say 17 max. So.
Yeah. So it's been close to 20 years since the last time he's been back here. So good question, my love. Where you been, homie? Well, he's been out on the lam. He decided that seeing an overview of the comic will not spoil. So dope. Maddie, no, it's totally fine. I've got if I wanted to spoil myself, I could spoil myself right here. It's totally fine. I'm pretty sure I know what happens, but I'm going to pace myself and read this like it's the first time that this has come out. It's so hard.
I would have powered. I read it last week, and I would have powered through the whole thing if I didn't make myself stop.
Yeah. Oh, and yes, Tasha. This I love the callback to the original format.
Yeah, this is like old school style.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a little bit hard to read, but I like the old. It brings the nostalgia. It brings the fuzzies on the inside. So we get the story of Leonardo setting out into the world, no longer being underground, and trying to find some clarity, some reasoning behind everything that's happened out in the world. And he should have at least brought a coat. That would have been.
He's got a jacket on.
That not in all that snow. That's not doing anything for anybody. That I know he's cold blooded, but he's not that cold blooded.
He's got like a winter parka on. Yeah, I think he's got on like boots and a parka.
Does he? It's cold.
Look around his head. Yeah,
I guess so.
Got in a Canadian. What happened to bear jackets? What happened to those things?
Money, or they got bought out. One of the two. All right, so. He's man down. That coat ain't doing shit for him. I don't care what y'all say. That is like a windbreaker or something on him. You should get this book. It's a gorgeous book. It is a gorgeous book. They did it really, really well. Very proud to and happy to have the copy that I have. Leonardo is man down in the snow, but the rage in him, the hatred, the lineage of this feud will not let him die. He started to hear voices, I'm going to guess from the great beyond. And this is why I think this was Splinter. I think Splinter is about that life. He wants his goddamn revenge too. He's peaceful when it comes to learning how to fight, but he wants to get his lick back. That's basically what the Turtles' journey has been about. He's basically been training these kids to take out Shredder and his lineage. What is Whoopty, what is a bear jacket? If you'd like to explain to the young man.
It was the Canadian goose of choice in the 90s among the tri-state area.
Correct. Oh god damn it. Them jackets were fucking fire. They were good jackets.
I had a yellow one. Of course I did.
Oh God, those things were good, and they were thick too. They weren't shitty like the ones that are out here now.
Everybody was walking around looking like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and didn't care.
Or what is it? The Michelin, the Michelin tire thing.
Right.
Could not get a seat on the train. You did not want to sit next to nobody on the train with them goddamn things on.
I didn't care.
We both gonna be uncomfortable. Okay. So Destiny is calling him. He magically finds a cave, crawls in, survives through the winter, becomes Buddhist Michelangelo. It is this ain't peaceful to me. Like you're just becoming like you're not trying to find peace. I think you're just trying to survive. Like I feel like this is a little antithetical to the whole Buddhist the peaceful lifestyle. But it's cool. He in the middle of him trying to find his peace. These hoes over here determined to disrupt the goddamn mood. So I'm gonna assume this is also. I feel like this is Japan still that he's traveled all the way to somehow, and some civilians have just happened upon him, and they want action. They start whooping on this boy for no godly reason, and it's literally they're making an anime villain. They like instantly. No reason to put hands on this man. He's not bothering y'all. He's literally like tilling the fields and making his own food. He's not even asking y'all for handouts. But no. Dudes from town gotta come and fuck with your boy.
Yet again.
So he says, okay, cool. I fucks with you back. Takes everybody out. Just honor is apparently a great motivator for them. And if you are dishonorable, it's green means go. All right, Prince Kindness. I'll see you in a minute. Green means go. So your boy, no pun intended. Your boy takes them all out. I swear to God, I'm not trying to be. I wasn't trying to be funny at all. Takes all of them out and says, "Okay, well, I guess this means I got some business to finish." Proceeds to continue about his journey because he can't find peace here, even though he did for like a whole like 5 minutes. I think this is him fighting in the sewer. I can't remember who. I can't tell if these are Mousers from the old Shredder era or what. Okay. Maddie J, who's on Instagram, says Splinter is peaceful up until you break a certain point. He tried to garner a truce and keep it up, but somebody broke it, and now he and the turtles got to be about that action. That is factuals, much factuals. Thank you, Maddie. I do think that these are Mousers. It looks like they're the little robot Mouser things from the video games and from the original comic.
Yeah, he's in like some kind of arena too, and if you look at each panel, he's fighting something different. So I think he was going to like Japanese grudge matches. Just if I die, I die. If I don't, I learn something. And these are just all his opponents underneath him.
This is very Enter the Dragon,
isn't it? Or Bloodsport.
Yeah, some sort of Kumite, Terradome.
God damn. Well, at least he's well fed. You don't look like he's starving. Poor baby. All right. So Mikey has apparently learned everything that he needs to learn. Hops his ass on a llama and a boat and heads back to him. I'm going to call it a llama. I want to call it a llama. And heads back to the States via some Italian. I want to say that Bernini. Oh my God. Okay. So I know things. I've lived a little. I believe Bernini was actually another Italian Renaissance painter. So him being on that ship, bringing him to America, is things. There's a link, which is pretty cool. Actually, I kind of like Bernini in his paintings, but anyway, look it up on your own time. So
Been to the
brings us
Vatican.
back to the
I think I've seen some of his work at the Vatican.
I want to say the Vatican. Definitely, he's like definitely one of the core Renaissance painters. I can't remember some of the artwork, but I really like his stuff. Maybe as much as Michelangelo.
Definitely at the Vatican.
Yeah. Maddie says Baxter Stockman probably is using his inventions to basically put him through the gladiator type setup. Is Baxter alive? I guess he'd be alive during this time.
Pretty much anyone who is a foot person, they will let you. You basically will go through and you will be told who's alive and dead, or who is alive or in some capacity. So questions for later.
Fair. Okay. Cool. All right.
Yeah,
Moving
I don't know what the whole. So he was in Japan for all of that, basically.
Right.
So I don't know where all he went. They probably have their own fight clubs over there, and that's what he was going through. So now he's finally coming home, and the boat is basically just before the beginning of the first issue.
Right. He got off the boat and straight into the blender.
Right. Okay. Oh, wait, not you flexing with the comic.
Yeah, so this was the variant with the issue 1, which apparently a lot of people did not like this. This was the variant for the first issue.
I like it. Why wouldn't they?
Because they teased it with a different image of what you put up as the first comic, and then they put out this, and people were like, "Make it a variant and give us back the other one."
I do like the other one a little bit better.
Yeah, like that was in color, more like image friendly, and then people were just like, "Yeah, we're not all taking that. Put it back." Yeah, so they teased that cover when it first got announced, and then when the pre-orders went up, they put up this one, and people were like, "Put it back." So this became a variant. This became a variant.
Stop touching it.
It's in the thing still.
No, not you. I'm talking about the people that are releasing the covers.
Yeah, they were just like, you get it, but yeah. So that's the story. That's part of why they went with that art style for the flashback, because they kind of used it here.
Okay, all right, that makes. I mean, I like the new art style. Sorry, I can't hold. You can't hold me. I like the new art style, and I like it that it's in color. It's cute that they did the flashback scenes in that style, but yeah, stop touching shit. Anyway, so we come back to the present. Michelangelo says that he's found clarity, and his clarity is to kill that bitch, Karai, or his her progeny, Hirotu. But that last page in Splinter's book, I don't think that's Splinter's handwriting.
No.
No,
I don't think so either.
No, I think that's part of why he doesn't see Splinter either. He's living through Splinter lives for him through the book, whereas he has now added his own journey or his own entries into it.
Yeah, he's done. He's very much done trying to be peaceful. Daddy is not home. He wants to set the world on fire, and honestly, I can't blame him. Yeah. So just like it says on the panel down at the bottom, he still has work to do, and he's about to get to it. Everyone must go on. quick, fast, very much. Mikey goes from happy-go-lucky goofball to all-around badass. Badass or just rage-filled turtle mutant with no end in sight. Like, Jesus, he's like gasoline and dynamite thrown into a volcano. Just all angry. Poor baby. So, Casey decides that she thinks that she can help him achieve his ultimate goal, but I don't think she understands. I said everyone must. Oh, Yeah, no, you can't say that on
The
here.
StreamYard is funny. It's you get universal rules for comments.
Mm-hmm. But you can shoot. But you can say a whole bunch of other things, man. They do. Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. You can put that. You can put those in the banner chats. Whatever. Casey trying to be live up to her dad's name. I don't think she understands the type of boo. Your mom lost an arm and a leg. I need you to come back to reality. Your dad ain't here. All of his family is gone. Anybody and the chick, even the chick that he was trying to take out, she's not really alive. If you want to be honest about it, killed her grandpa or killed her dad. You might want to sit this one out, baby girl. It's not for you. Michelangelo is also very much, I'm not responsible for you. I don't babysit. But we get a call to April. April is very much about that fucking life, and she wants in 100%. So much so, she's very much on that whooping that trick energy. And that is the end of chapter 2.
Honeycut.
Honeycut?
That's the name of the robot she's holding.
Oh fuck, right. Oh my god. I have not heard that name in years.
Yeah, so apparently was valuable enough to where keeping his head was important and locked away in a vault.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he's got all the moves and stuff. It's in his microchip brain such. I mean, what is she gonna do? Wait, does she? I want to. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Anyway, all right. So, next issue, we're gonna find out what happened to Casey
And Leo.
Oh, the sword!
That's Casey's mask wrapped around Leo's sword.
Oh, why are you telling me things?
Because I didn't pick up on it until I read it, and then that image popped up, and I was like, "Oh,
no!"
And that's my favorite turtle.
Oh no! I'm gonna be a mess for Donatello because he's also my guy too. I do like him. Yes. Plus, I have my staff that I like to spin too. All right. Well, chapter 3, the life and death of Leonardo. Yeah, Leonardo and Casey Jones. All right. This was a good filler episode. I feel. Lots of action in the beginning. You get to the point, and then you get some backstory on the Turtles and Splinter and his demise. Thoughts, theories, commentary. I don't want to read the rest of this book.
Yeah. Now we still haven't got. It's not so much that it was filler, but it's like we haven't seen the aftermath of what he did above ground just yet. And that's kind of what next chapter or next book plays into. Because you see, Casey Jr. basically knows about him and knows whose house she's been living in and has just been studying with all of their stuff. But you see, she said that she has a crew that she has ready to do whatever. And now because he showed up, they basically have to do whatever their Grandmaster plan is now, or it's game over for everybody, to the point where April now has to bring Honeycut back online for whatever reason he's been offline all these years.
Right?
Maybe what happened to where he lost his whole body and the most they could salvage was his brain.
Was head. Mm-hmm.
Do we find out what happened to Honeycut in the next one?
I don't know if it's the next one or the one after, but basically you come to understand why everyone is in the state they're in, and why it's better to live in the Turtles' old house than above ground.
I mean, you could kind of see why it was better. It's basically a police fucking state above ground. There's no, there's no sense of living.
Which is why she's not bothered by seeing a mutant turtle she's heard stories of for like 15 years.
Right.
Versus cyborg ninjas and all kinds of crazy shit that has had them walled in like the new Gotham City. And then Hiroto and his people are living in like Vought Tower, so
Yeah, I definitely peeped that. Also, New York City is literally its own country now.
There's layers that correspond with the layers.
basically,
God, the air quality's got to be real fucking bad. I have complaints currently. However, the air quality in that time period is yet to be utter gutter trash. All right. I don't think I have any other question. I thought I had another question, but I don't think I do. I got everything answered because I'm still mad about that.
The kunai to the chest.
Yeah, to the head. Oh,
basically to the neck and head area.
Right through here.
Yeah.
And the sad part is, they had to swim down there and go get him because he still has his side.
Yeah.
He has his side.
Yeah, so they had to go down there and get him eventually.
Oh, and the bandana.
Yep.
Oh God. Yo, Jafara. Making me sad. Oh, you're making it terrible. Oh, it's terrible. Or he floated. Oh God. Oh no. Make it stop. Whoopty. What did you think of this?
I enjoyed it, and like I have to stop myself from trying to like read ahead. I physically have to put it down, and I don't even keep it in the room. I keep it in another room, so I don't see it to pick it up and want to continue reading it.
I've had to leave this. It's literally has not moved from my bed. If I take it with me to work, I'm gonna just sit there and read the whole thing in like 10 minutes. I also it's really hard to edit these slides without reading the whole comics. I've got all the images that I need already set up, so it's really the baby face. I won't kiss your face. You got something on your lip. I just won't get. Let me get that one little bit.
Dog.
I spent the whole time behind here tearing up my slipper.
Well, put your slippers up. I don't know what you want. He's bored. Give him something to do.
He found them. Not up enough.
He just means you got sweet feet. It's a fucking Ewok. Oh my God. It is an Ewok. Oh, give him me. Okay. See, being attacked by the dog. Maddie J says, put that joint in a safe under lock and key. No. Actually, I have to put this back in the box once I'm done with it. I'm very afraid that something will fall or drip on it somewhere and somehow in this house. Do y'all Tafar, did you read the Lost Years?
I have not.
It is. It's an Ewok. Do you? Oh, fuck. See, this is the problem with this with this reading club. I try my hardest to not go down these rabbit holes. But I think depending on how this ends, I might want to do Lost Years next.
Let's get to the end of this one first and see how we feel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said depending on how I feel. Let's see how this goes. All right. That's I mean, unless do y'all want to talk about something else? Like, I don't know. If you're feeling up for it, we can do a quick if I can find this motherfucker. Just a little episode 6 grief counseling session, which wasn't really grief counseling this episode.
It was
episode 5 was grief counseling. This is the Milky Way ghetto meeting. So
actually that is a fair. I'm going to change that. Yeah, that bitch Deathbird, she could catch it right in the back of the head.
Old man from that same Milky Way ghetto she talking about. Apparently,
Oh, Chuck,
had a kid with Bishop.
did she have a kid? I knew she was. I know that her and not Cable, not Forge, Bishop. You just said the name. I know that they were involved, but I didn't know that they was like all the way involved with a whole kid and everything. But I think that's isn't that a different universe? I think that's a different universe. That they actually ended up together in. Not to say that she still wouldn't throw it at him sideways in the 616. I'm trying to come up with a title for this.
You used to say what I did. Milky Way Ghetto Town Hall meeting.
That's fine.
Our girl Magic Girl so hard it grew her edges back.
Oh God, that was amazing.
I'm the only one who was concerned. I'm like, Forge is just back there on a plank.
Forge gonna be all right.
Yes, you are the only one that is concerned about Forge.
Forge gonna be all right.
Forge has lost an arm and a leg in the Vietnam War. He'll be okay with some viruses running through his body for a little longer.
I mean, it took forever for it to progress. No fly around ain't gonna stop nothing.
I feel like she had an adopted son in 92 versions. Huh. We talk about Deathbird? If we're talking about Deathbird, I don't know nothing about that hoe. And to be quite honest, I don't want to know nothing about that hoe.
Clearly.
She might have had a kid with him. Or it's Forge's kid that she adopted. Something weird. You know how everybody's connected in that goddamn universe in the X-Men. Somebody's daddy is somebody's brother's uncle's aunt, niece, and nephew. I want to see what's going to happen with these next 3 episodes. Shout out to my girl Storm. I'm glad she's back. I came on. Yep, I came on Earshot. Thought you was talking about Storm. Oh, okay. No. Now we talking about Storm.
Storm had she was like a doula in Africa in the original show or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
her godson was also a mutant. He had psychic abilities and super speed. That's all I recall.
And then he had there was the damn Zulu demon that was terrorizing it. That's what I thought what this whole thing was. I didn't know it was her own personal demon. I thought it was that coming back.
I forgot what the demon was in the show.
Shadow King.
There it is. Yep, Shadow King. It's completely separate, dude. The adversary. That's a real life fucking thing, man. You be your own worst enemy.
Imposter syndrome. That's the adversary. Oof. Feeling like you're not enough. That's the adversary.
Depression, anxiety, claustrophobia, apparently too.
We are our own. At the end of the day, we are totally our worst enemies, and you just have to find a way sometimes to push past that to get to a place where you could at least function and take the next step forward.
Except for the Shi'ar. Fuck them hoes.
Tell those bird brains to go.
How are you going to talk about the Earth being, or what is it, the Milky Way being a ghetto system, and y'all are the ones that made it this way? If y'all had left us alone,
imperialists are going to imperial.
The colonizers will colonize.
There you go. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
They're functioning society on their own, but they're not up to our par. I don't like it. Let's go fix that. Once we fix it, look at these savages and what we have done for them.
We were fine. If you don't remember, we were quite fine all alone on our own. We wasn't asking y'all for no help. Matter of fact, we've evolved so much that you consider us a threat now. So what did we need from you? What tell how are we here? Now we're ghetto. Now we don't know how to use our knives and forks and with napkins and plates and shit. But all right, eat a dick.
Right.
Oh boy. Hey, hi, Puma. How you doing? This was a refresher. I was very happy to get a refresher for this episode
Oh yeah,
because
we need it.
five was heavy as fuck.
Heavy.
Very, and I think that it's still. I'm still very much on fuck you, Chuck, because how you left them on Earth. Everybody thinks actually that might not be true. I don't think they think he's dead because they've only said that he's gone.
Which would explain their reaction when Magneto showed up with that will and testament. Like, hey,
Yeah, that was
Right.
my whole thing because I thought they did the death certificate just for because everybody saw him get shot on live TV and then do a press conference right after, so they need to pick a story. And the ending was kind of just abrupt. Everyone said goodbye, and then Alondra just kind of claimed dibs on the body and left, and then roll credits. We didn't really. They made it sound like we have enough to keep him in hospice care, and we're just gonna go
Right.
do that till he croaks. I didn't know they had enough to bring him back, but
I don't remember.
Get the whole Shi'ar, like we're never supposed to come down here and interact with y'all. Like, I don't know why they act like they're on Eternals time, but they keep coming back here. Like true politicians, just can't stay out the hood. So it's somebody in the ghetto that y'all are addicted to, no matter how high your status gets.
Y'all keep coming back because we're fun. Oh god. Anyway, yeah. Chuck definitely could have said hi. He could have sent any kind of telepathic note to whichever Jean was available at that point in time. He could have talked to Storm he could have shielded how touch do you have to be to only feel all of those mutants die at once instead of like checking in on your kids? That's neglect. He's not. I don't like Charles Xavier. I'm gonna say it. I don't fucks with Chuck, and that's on. Yes,
I like Patrick Stewart, Charles Xavier.
Two different people.
However, Charles is that well-intentioned person that keeps fucking up. Like, bruh, I've since gone down that whole rabbit hole with the Hellfire Gala after reading X-Men Red, and dude, it is his fault what happened.
Absolutely his fault.
He meant well. He should have known better. He should have trusted his people, but he forced spoilers for Hellfire Gala.
Listen, look, if you just getting into this comic book club, go back and listen to the previous conversations or read up on the reading, because I spent a lot of fucking time on that goddamn thing.
Everybody through those gates and onto their deaths,
and then can I tell me when he apologized?
He hasn't.
Tell me. Never. Not once.
I meant well. My bad. I meant well. Get out of here, Charles. Get out of here, Charlie. Go sit down somewhere.
He's the only one that's been made whole. He's the only one that's been made whole in this entire series is Chuck.
But notice how he hit the floor once he got that psychic blast, though. Right? Folded up like a lawn chair.
And I want to know who hit him with that. Where did that signal come from? Because that had to absolutely get sent to him.
He sensed a disturbance in the force?
That's what I kind of felt like. I felt like no one sent it to him. It was just, he just felt everyone get wiped. That many minds who have mutant DNA, which Cerebro is just an amplification of his ability to do that. Mm-hmm. But on the opposite side of the spectrum, if that many get extinguished at one time, probably was enough to send a signal all the way out in space to anyone possible or capable of feeling it.
I guess so.
I feel like the Shi'ar should have been there. I feel like the class should have still been in session so they could at least see what was happening and why he wants to go home. Right. That was my only gripe.
Like he's fucking off.
He still could have shown them. He could have shown them, like, look, all of this has happened on this planet. I got a dip. I don't know. I know y'all are on some bullshit right now and you're going to hold it against me, but everybody here knows why I'm leaving. Let's not make this into a thing. Ta-da. But he's not going to do that because Chuck. He's going to dip like he always does. Yo, it's the second time he dipped on somebody. It's the second time he bailed. Granted, the first time he got shot. But it's not like he came back and said hi to anybody. It's not. Anyway.
You know what I want to see? This is kind of on topic, kind of off topic. I'm going to try to find a YouTube video that has all of the openings since the series started in compilation so I could compare and contrast, because I feel like there's something else in there that I'm possibly missing that might give me a clue as to what's going to happen next.
I still think it's Morph. I still think Morph is Mystique. I know I know that it don't make no sense to anybody else because of her past, the past people that she's turned into, but that would be the most dramatic fucking reveal in my head.
The only reason I don't feel like they're going to use Morph again as a vehicle for that sort of thing is because we've had to deal with Morph in season 1. Was it season 1?
He got murked.
Yeah, like the first 2 episodes.
He died, and then in like season 2, he comes back, and then there's the whole Sinister thing. I don't think they want to give him that much play. I wouldn't think.
But it wouldn't be Sinister technically this time. Wouldn't it just be Mystique? But
using Morph as I don't know. I also feel like regardless of who she may or may not be, it would be another way to bring Apocalypse back. Because isn't she still a shill for him at this point? Is she still working for him? Because she was working for him as the doctor on the island. And then she came back, and there was that whole thing with telling Rogue that she was her mother.
Yeah, last we saw was the family reunion with her, Sabretooth's son, Rogue, and Nightcrawler. And then she just kind of faked her own death at the waterfall, and then we just never saw her again. So as far as what she's doing is TBD. They basically have an open area to do whatever they want with her character right now. Yeah. So she could make her comeback at any time.
I mean, she is definitely in them credits. She's there. She is in the mix somewhere.
And we still need to see other people's reactions to Genosha, because I'm curious to see how Magneto's kids are going to respond, if at all.
I swear
they haven't shown. They only showed one of his kids in the intro. I don't think they showed any. Oh, you mean the group of people?
Not the group, just Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. Because I kind of figured this is what they were gonna do. Is everyone's gonna get their own journey, and we're either gonna get in episodes or a compilation of like cameos of different people turning on the news and seeing Genosha, which we got with Storm. Mm-hmm. Charles felt it. I'm curious to see if his children turn on the news and we see their perspective of it, or if we see how worldwide people respond to knowing Magneto and all these other people are possibly dead.
I don't think they're gonna bring in Wanda and Quicksilver. I feel like that's too convoluted to try to bring them in now, especially with all the other shit that they've got in the works with Marvel for next year. They're kind of going in a different direction with bringing in new heroes and villains too. I think that would be a little bit too. I think that might be too much for them.
What's the name of the last 3 episodes? Does anybody recall?
I want to say, it's not the Catalyst.
It's Tolerance. That's all. I just remember the word tolerance.
I think it's Intolerance. Is it Intolerance or Tolerance? Okay, hold on. Let me find it. Oh, is it? Bear with me. Find this thing.
So it is. Next episode is Bright Eyes, and then it's Tolerance is Extinction 1, 2, and 3.
Tolerance is Extinction.
Okay, there it is. Okay, well, hold on to your butts. It's gonna be rough. These last 7, 8, 9 is gonna god 10. The last 4 episodes is gonna be traumatic by
I
far.
think Bright Eyes is probably going to be not lighthearted, but I don't think it's going to be as heavy as the last 3.
I think Bright Eyes might be a code name for Mystique.
I'm doing a mental Rolodex like, what, what mutants got bright eyes over here through my head? Like, no, Gambit, definitely not.
Oh, Gambit's been replaced by Nightcrawler in the opening credits.
Yes.
Which I like to see, but the reason for it, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, stands.
I like her.
Yeah.
But
I also want Gambit back.
right.
It could be Bright Eyes could be either a Cyclops, Cable, or his uncle reference.
I feel like there's a Stephen King reference to a character named. No, wait a minute. What's the name of that movie that directed by Ridley Scott that stars Harrison Ford?
Why is it gone now?
What I'm talking about?
Misery?
No. It's a futuristic movie,
Right.
another dystopia.
It starred Rutger Hauer and
and there's butterfly references in the movie. Oh my god.
Blade Runner.
There you go. Thank you.
Blade Runner. Was it the character? Was it his character referred to as Bright Eyes? Rutger Hauer's character, wasn't that?
What does that have to do with X-Men?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about references because I was like, I heard the name Bright Eyes before in reference to a film or something that I've already seen, and I'm like, I wonder, because again, it's about the robots gaining sentience and becoming their own people and trying to get away from and trying to live among the humans and the people hunting them down. That's what Blade Runner is basically about. Whether once the robots gain sentience, are they still robots or can they be humans or what have you? And it's whether or not Deckard may or may not be a replicant. It's the whole thing. So I'm like, my wheels are turning.
Who's a robot in?
I don't think it's literally robots. It's about, again, the acceptance of these mutants. I wonder that's just me spitballing. Because I was like, is it a Stephen King reference? Is it a this reference? And it just clicked in my head.
No.
That was funny. Sorry. There goes that.
That might be, I might have to put that in the stretch category. That might be a stretch.
I'm just checking. It just seemed like, let me see.
I think, God, I really wish that fucking 3 more goddamn days before we find out what the hell the goddamn episode's about. It's just like, get to it. X-Men 97. There's there is a thing. Okay, it says Cyclops focuses the X-Men on finding Bolivar Trask. However, when the team locates the Sentinel inventor, they realize they may have been played by a mastermind.
Bright Eyes, Mr. Sinister. Boom.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's it. Never mind. Never mind. Forget all that stuff I said.
Okay, never mind. Just kidding. Ha ha ha. Right. Okay, so what is the master? All right, so none of this shit really mattered. There's another fucking plan.
I mean, Sinister made it sound like they had only concocted half of whatever. We still don't know who the we is he was referencing to. So
well, he still has a DNA boner for the Summers. So
that is fair.
He's probably trying to find a way to, I don't know, lure Cyclops back in, maybe clone somebody or grab him. I don't know. He's still,
that's not a big enough thing. Lord,
We'll figure it out.
I think maybe was Sinister ever one of the Four Horsemen?
No.
No. Okay. Huh. Okay.
Not in film, and as far as I know, not in the comics.
I'm trying to think of who is a bigger big bad, but also isn't Apocalypse.
I can't think of
You'll be getting
anybody.
introduced to somebody new. So
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
just gonna, be up at 3:00 in the morning on Wednesday.
I mean, basically, yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah. F that
Because
job.
if I don't, everybody, like, you wake up in the morning at 7:00 and there's like 18 million spoilers. Like, hey, guess what I just saw? So
I apologize for slightly spoiling this past week, even though it wasn't really a spoiler.
you had to watch the episode to get it anyway.
Right. All right. Town hall adjourned. We will all meet here same time next week, 7 p.m. Where we will be covering chapter friggin' 3. Yes, of the Last Ronin. It's only gonna get darker from here, folks.
And let go and let Leo and Casey too.
Right.
Oh no. All right. Before I forget, because I didn't do this last week. I am giving a shout out to somebody because I just lost my banner's goddamn page. Talking Noir. I still need to I need to change it. Let me take this out. talkingnoir.com, #1 blurred mystery box out on the internet. If you would like any kind of a discount, please type in a code that says this room full of blurs. You will get a special discount if you put my moniker thingy into the promo code box. They actually have just released t-shirts that say basically Milky Way Ghetto on them. It's basically a picture of a Milky Way bar and it just says Ghetto across the bar itself. It is cute. I will be purchasing one because it's fun. Also, you can catch all three of us actually on Blurred's Eye View on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a good time. We will be having more illustrious guests this upcoming week. And obviously, when we can, discussing more about the X-Men 97 episodes. Also, I have not been promoting this enough and I need to. Blurred Station is still a thing. If you guys would like to be a part of an up-and-coming streaming service, Blurred Station will be heavily fixated on all things BIPOC creative, centralizing Black Indigenous people of color, artwork, stories, speculative fiction, as it were. And like Black anime, if you will. Looking forward to that. Check out the website. If you'd like to sign up after 36 months, which is 3 years, you will have the opportunity to gain equity in the company, which means at the end of every year, the company will pay you for all of the positivities and increase in its stock as it goes on. It's a pretty good deal. I'm excited. Things are happening. Also, Hellspawn Cosplay. He is going to be, I want to say is it MomoCon that he's going to? For issue #1, I believe.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be doing that.
Isn't it Urban? Hold on, let me.
Urban NerdCon. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Urban NerdCon. Same city. Right. I think that one's this week.
Yes. So check out Healthbound Cosplay and Blurred Station. They will be out on the floor looking for new creatives that want to get their first comic books published. They will be providing the winner. I believe it's with $10,000 in seed money, and just general help in getting their first comic off the ground. Check them out there. Go support. Tell them that Bird's Eye View and Roomful of Blurs says hi. And with that, we out, y'all. It's been real. Thank you for hanging in with me. This is, I think, one of the shortest episodes yet, but it's been a good time. All right, we will see you guys next week. Be kind to each other. Take your PTO, as Mayhem says. Wash your ass, as Black Spartan says. And F the algorithm, like I say.
Happy 40th house bond.
Oh, happy 40th. What did you say?
It's a happy 40th house bond.
Oh shit, happy birthday, motherfucker. Goddamn, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Demetrius. Oh, you're part of the 40 plus club. Yay. Welcome. It's all downhill from here.
Hi,
Yay.
it's fun here.
It's fun here. You give less fucks. And he already doesn't have many to give as it is. So, looking forward to that. All right, y'all. Have a good night.